up so bad down here. I don't know why we don't hunt down here more often.
Morgan, this south corridor, this is where the bucks are.
I say keep going. There's bubbles right there. I think he's toast. That's good.
It almost looks like he tumbled. See all these marks?
Yeah, like he couldn't get over it.
This is what happens when you're too poor to buy 2 e-bikes, but you're also too lazy to just walk.
Alright, it's a little after 8 o'clock. No action so far, and I'm getting a little chilly, so I'm going to use this wind to my advantage and sneak down into this bedding and see what it looks like. I kind of want to confirm that there are, in fact, deer in there, and see what I can see. So I'm going to sneak down in there and leave everything here but my bow, and probably my phone, and grunt tube. But yeah, I'm going to sneak down there and see what we can find. If there's a good sign down in there, maybe just come back up here. If not, we'll probably just climb down and head somewhere else. Yeah, I haven't seen a single deer from this tree, and it's pretty cold and windy this morning, so they should be moving. Alright, we've been walking for, I don't know, I haven't been keeping track, probably 10 or 15 minutes, just real slow. My dad shot at one this morning, but he's been sitting in the trees since because he wasn't confident in the shot, so I guess we'll have to do some tracking later, hopefully. But when he was sitting there, another good old 8-point came up to him. Was like right under his tree, but he couldn't get a shot, and then spooked out. Ended up spooking towards me, so I'm gonna keep sneaking along the edge of this creek bottom, and try my best to get to where most of them cross without making too much noise, and hopefully catch him before he tries to cross. I'm gonna have to get an arrow in him from the ground because my stuff's still in my tree, but it might be fun. So hopefully we'll at least get some action this morning. Either way, the deer are moving, and I've got some pretty good backup spots for this afternoon, I think. There's tons of sign up and down this creek bottom edge, so I'm probably going to set up in here this afternoon or evening, or maybe even a little bit later this morning. I'm going to give this guy about an hour, and if I don't see him, I'm going to head back, grab my backpack. I rode my dad's e-bike in this morning, so I'm gonna hop on the e-bike, go back up and eat something really quick, charge my phone, and then head back out. So we'll keep you guys posted. Talk to you in a while. Just got to set up where I think the buck's gonna run to. Probably a little bit too late, but I'm gonna hang out here for a while anyways. The camera that I've gotten a bunch of really big deer on is maybe 20 yards in front of me. It's really thick in here, but I think I've got enough room to shoot. I may kind of sneak out there and break some branches off to help a little bit, but hopefully got enough room to shoot the pad. So actually that's a good idea. I'm going to go break some branches really quick and then get back in here and kind of settle in. It's not that comfortable, but I do have a tree to lean on, and then I've got 2 trees to shield me. That was 2 trees to shield me. I don't know if you could hear me. So I it's going to be interesting to see if he comes through or if another buck comes through. Either way, I think I'm going to come set up down here somewhere tonight. I don't know. That's one of the hardest things about being up here is there's so much wood, so many places these deer could end up. It's hard to decide, but I just go with my gut, I guess. For right now, we're going to hang out here, see if we can't catch that old bruiser. Trying to sneak back to the swamp. So, stay tuned. My ground and pound setup didn't pan out, so that deer must have slipped through me or went a different direction. I'm about to head towards my dad and help him track his deer. He's found some pretty good blood. Looks like it might be liver, so we may need to back out and give it some more time. It's pretty cool today. Not supposed to rain, so yeah, there's a pretty good spot that I want to scout on my way that direction, so that may be where we end up this afternoon. I'm going to help him for a little bit and then go grab my stuff and go set up somewhere else. So, still out here, still hunting. Catch you guys in a little while. Alright, just got to the old man, and we've got a pretty good blood trail. Looks like it might be liver, so we may end up backing out. But there's a lot of blood. Well, there's some bubbles. He's old and blind, so he couldn't see the bubbles. So,
I had my glasses on.
Yeah.
I hate my glasses.
So we'll take up the trail and keep moving and see if we can find him. But if we don't find him soon, we might want to back out and get some breakfast and then come back and
It's fine with me.
get him after we eat.
It's fine with me.
Alright, let's walk a little bit and see what we can find, and then we'll go from there. It's torn up so bad down here. I don't know why we don't hunt down here more often.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. Morgan, this south corridor this is where the bucks are.
It's not thick enough anywhere else.
I've shot a bunch over here from my stand. I shot one on that corner. We gotta hunt. We gotta stick to this corridor.
Yep. I say keep going.
Okay.
And look. And there's bubbles right there. I think he's toast. I don't know if you can see it behind me, about 80 yards, like right about there. There's a tree stand that he's shot like, I don't know, 10 or 15 deer out of. So it's pretty cool that this buck ran back to his old stomping grounds. And that's what we were talking about when I first got up here. He's killed so many bucks out of here. We've seen so many bucks out of here. I've killed a buck down in here. We keep leaving it. And every year we come back, and every year when we come back, one of us kills a deer out of here. So I think we're going to have to, I'm definitely going to come back here later today. Probably sit here. Maybe not tomorrow. The wind's going to be off, but after tomorrow, we'll be here the whole time. So, all right. That's good. Alright, so we've been tracking for like 4 hours. Okay, maybe not that long, but it feels like it. And we had all but given up. Okay, we had actually given up.
There's one on that turn right there.
And then where I was about to ride my dad's e-bike out of our property to get home, there was a pile of blood. So we're back on the trail, and
excitingly enough, he's running towards camp, so the drag should be real nice. Clark. Alright, keep you guys posted. Try it up again. Alright, try it up again a little bit. Looks like we're gonna go back to doing some more circles. Catch you guys in a little while. This is what happens when you're too poor to buy 2 e-bikes, but you're also too lazy to just walk.
Good morning. It is Sunday, November 13th, just after daylight. Set up in some really thick stuff today where we pretty much always see bugs, so really hopeful something will come through this morning. I'll probably be here all day. May set up somewhere else this afternoon, but I'll be in this general area all day. This is a really bad tree to get a camera arm in, so I don't know if I'll get my camera arm up, but hopefully if I see something I'll be able to get my GoPro running and at least get this angle. So yeah, we'll see. Alright, so I wanted to just kind of set the scene for where I'm set up this morning. So about 100 yards behind the camera is a creek. It's actually really high right now, which is surprising. It's been really dry up here, but and then it's super thick in here with a bunch of just really small pine trees. Really small, probably 5, maybe 10 years old, but super thick in through here. And behind me it gets even thicker, and that's where there's a bunch of doe bedding. So it's a really good morning spot. Transition from food to bed for sure, and then a really good cruising spot where bugs come from the swamp through here to try to get to the doe bedding to see if they can find any hot does. I'm not sure that I'm going to set up here this evening. We'll see. I may go back to a little bit kind of close to where we ended up with the track last night, not being able to find that buck. I've had a camera in there, and it's a good evening spot. It's kind of a transition area before the deer go out and spread out to eat. So wind's setting up well for both, so I'll have to decide which one I'm going to do, but I'm leaning towards going and checking that out. It's a place I've wanted to check out for a couple of years. I've never sat in there, and I don't know that anyone's hunted in there recently. My family's pretty much hunted, I don't know, everywhere within a mile radius of here, so it's hard to find a place that hasn't hunted before, but I don't think anyone's hunted back in there recently. My dad's been down here for the last 10 or 15 years, and then my grandpa hunts a little bit closer to camp, and then just random people have been in and out, but no one's really hunted back in between our property and the power line. So that's where I'm going to head this evening. Hopefully be a little bit lower pressure in there, and I can get on something slipping. So we'll see. But a beautiful morning in the North Woods. Happy to be up here. It's been a blast hanging out at deer camp with the family. Just got to get on something. But, you know, even if we don't, it's only half the reason we come up here. So, alright. Catch you guys in a little while.
Alright, we're walking back out of the woods right now. No action this morning. But it's kind of hit or miss down in there. You either see a giant or you don't see anything. But there's always giants in there, so it's a good place to be. Especially in the morning. I'm gonna do some thinking and some noodling. Thinking I'm gonna go to the Power Pie this afternoon, which is what I've named the little area that I got a camera in. Man, there's another scrape. But I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be a game time decision once we get back to camp, eat some breakfast, and start looking at the maps. Alright, so I'm out at the power line. I rode my dad's e-bike out here took the opposite direction of camp just to come out. And so behind me here is what I call the Power Pie. So about, I don't know, maybe 200 yards, 300 yards across before it gets to our family property. But because it's so small, no one really hunts it that often. So I wanted to come down here and see what sort of deer tracks there are on the power line side. See if they're going in or out or whatever. So just give me an idea if there's deer moving in and out of this area. If not, I'm gonna go back to where I was this morning. If so, which looks like there's some R8 tracks. Not a ton, but enough. And hopefully, the opening rifle is Wednesday. It's Monday right now, so hopefully, over the next couple days, as more hunters get into the woods, we'll be able to start seeing more deer movement. I think that's part of the problem. Is the woods have been pretty pressured during the kind of everyone's rutcation, like 2 weeks ago and last weekend. And then now that it's relatively empty, the deer are kind of hanging low and not really moving as much as they would otherwise. So hopefully, once rifle comes in and a lot more people get in the woods, they'll be moving a lot more. I'll have Wednesday and Thursday to hunt rifle, and I've got this afternoon and tomorrow, so I've got 3.5 days of hunting left. Still plenty of time to get her done. So let's head back to camp, eat some breakfast. What's up? What'd you see?
Not a thing.
Me either.
Bonfire.
Did you go in the woods?
Too cold. It was cold this morning.
Yeah.
What'd you see?
Nothing. What's up, guys? It's afternoon hunt time. Getting a bit of a late start again. The old Luther afternoon nap really got to me. But man, it's nice napping up here. Anyways, headed out to Power Pie, to that spot I was talking about a little bit earlier. Spot I found this summer that I've had deer at pretty regularly on camera. So really hopeful that we'll see some today, at least. And then if we see some deer, I'll probably be there again in the morning and plan to sit all day tomorrow if I can. I think the bigger bucks are starting to come off of their first doe, and hopefully in the next couple days we'll start cruising again. So just need to locate some deer and get in there. Rifle season starts Wednesday, so tomorrow is the last day of bow season for me for the year. I mean, obviously I'll be, maybe not obviously, I guess y'all don't know me, but I'll be running my bow until January 1st. I know there's a chance I'll bring a rifle out once or twice, but most likely I'll be bow hunting until January 1st. So it's bow season for me all year long, but it's just sometimes a little bit easier when there's a little bit less pressure. Though, like I said earlier, I think up here, pressure is certainly playing a big part in why the deer aren't moving as much. So hopefully as rifle season starts, get a bunch more people in the woods. There's 16 people in the camp next to us, and I think they all hunt and they all walk around the whole time. So maybe that'll get deer up on their feet and moving, and be able to get some action. So stay tuned. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit when we get up in the tree.
Alright, now we can do our intro. So, sorry my battery died. Just got up into the tree. We've got it's supposed to be a west wind, so it's supposed to be in my face, but it's so swirly in here. I'm all 3 sticks up, so I'm probably 18 feet. I've got 1 step aider on 2 and a 2 step aider on the 3rd, and then my platform's a little extra, so we're a good ways up here. I'm hoping that it'll at least be enough to, if the wind swirls and there's a deer in here, give me enough time to shoot. But I've had some pretty good trail camera action. I've got my trail camera kind of at like, I don't know, what would be 285 degrees? No, 270, so probably 315 degrees or so. Man, it's a good thing I don't do math for a living. That'd be embarrassing. But yeah, so my camera's been lighting up pretty good in the evenings. I think there's some doe bedding out kind of in that direction, and they come into here to feed on some of the leftover green stuff that's in here, and then head to some of the food that we've got on our main property. So I generally don't hunt on our main property. I let my grandpa and some of my other family members hunt that. I either bounce around the outside or just go completely away. Alright, it's getting close to dark. I can still see my pin barely. But not much action tonight. Obviously, you would have saw it if there was. But I really like this spot. I think it has the potential to be a good spot. Just need the deer to come through. There's a lot of woods here. It's not really a pinch point or anything like that. So, as far as like number of things going for it, doesn't have a whole lot, but it's pretty thick in here. It's relatively secluded, and I think it's pretty unpressured from the outside world. The power line is only 100 yards behind me, but it's private property. Our property is 100 yards that way. So I think, at least in my mind, the deer will hang out in here, because there are a whole lot of people hunting in here. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone hunting here, except for my Uncle Mike, who used to hunt, maybe 100 yards that way, but that's been 25 years ago. So, yeah, I think it has potential to be a good spot. When I get down, I'm gonna leave everything in the tree, except for my pack, my bow, and I'm gonna go put down my box of grape, freshen up a couple scrapes that are over there already, and see if I can get a buck to start checking those. I've got 3 more days to hunt, so I'm thinking right now, Thursday morning, I'm just gonna walk. It's rifle season. I'm gonna grab my gun and just go walking and walk all day if I can. So my grandpa used to hunt. It'd be fun to